Hello, everybody. Welcome back to House Flipper and the number one shack on the block. As you can see, I've done a little landscaping because we do have the Garden Flipper DLC. Even put in a nice little pond here with some fishies. Mowed the lawn. Place is looking really nice. Perfect office. So, oh, nope. Oh, let me ring the doorbell. Make sure nobody's home. Sounds like a bike. Let's head on over to the abandoned house and start working on this thing. We got loads of money, so we could really do whatever we want to make this thing amazing, guys. I'm going to try to make these episodes as quick and all-encompassing as I can. I want to make it a little bit like a episode of Flip or Flop, where you guys come in, ew, cockroaches, you see the mess that there is, and we are able to then... Oh, let's just go take a look. Spider webs. This thing's going to need plaster. It's definitely tiny. And, I mean, you guys know I'm going to give this the Codeman Blue Gaming treatment. We're going to open this bad boy up. Ew, cockroaches. As much as we can. I'm pretty sure we've already seen us do a house like this, so this will not be the first time. And it will not be the last. So let's start by going through the outside here. We're going to get rid of everything landscaping-wise so that we can bring in our own stuff. Make this thing what we want it to be. Ooh, this is a messy yard. Might take down this tree. I just think it's too close to the house. But I'm going to work on getting all this cleaned up. And when we come back, we should have a clean yard. Okay, so we're finishing up the grass here. My audio actually got a little messed up when I was recording. I didn't realize I had muted the headset, so I'm going to try to just recap as we go along, guys. Hopefully this isn't too bad. Hopefully the audio still sounds very good. So we got the house cleaned up, and then we came over here, and I decided to take this tree down because I didn't like how close it was to the house. I felt that it was just a very bad position, and you'll see why. As it comes down on the house. Very unfortunate, but so glad we got rid of it. And it looks like there were some glitches where it showed some grass where maybe there wasn't actually some grass, like right there in the front of the fence. We did a very good job of getting this place all mowed up. The mowing honestly takes forever. And then as soon as you step inside, you can hear those cockroaches. Ugh, definitely not my favorite. I know this one is a little bit of a smaller house. I figured we'll try to go through these all as we go and see if we can't complete the game by going through each and every thing that's for sale. There they are. Look at the little colony. Ugh. Grosses me out, man. The sound alone is just creepy. bathroom is a disaster. Let's get these guys up on the floor. One by one into the vacuum they go. Where they end up, nobody cares. Got them all picked up. Then I wasn't sure by looking at the walls, it looked like maybe they needed plaster, but that wasn't the case. And we decided to get rid of the doors because I was going to switch those out, which is typical. Or should I say par the course for me when we do these flips. And then it was time to clean up the dirty house and see what we can do to make it better. This was the coolest thing I learned. When we came outside to do the cleanups outside, it pulls out the garden hose to do the cleanup outside, which is cool. I think it makes a little more sense than how we would use the mop before. That just squeegee the walls with it. We had a little bit of a freeze there, but nothing major, and hopefully this is gonna look a little better than what I'm seeing. Definitely not my most fun way to record audio. I wish I had realized that it wasn't recording audio when I was recording. But it happens, guys. And because it was dark, I decided to put up some lights. I had thought about maybe putting in some of those sun lamps that you see at the store or at your local Walmart about this time of the year. But I felt that was going to be a little too much work, so we just put up some by the door. Yes, I know for people that are very particular, you're going to realize that these are not actually at the same level. When I did it, it kind of looked like it, and then I looked at it again, and I'm like, oh, that's so bad, but let's just turn these on and move on. Those ones are a little better, but they're still a bit off. So then we came back inside. We had a little more cleaning to do of what used to be the kitchen, with some mold up there on the ceiling. And then we come into the super nasty, mildewy bathroom. And the cleanup there didn't take too long at all. And there's the dogs. They're just saying hi, guys. I apologize. Getting everything cleaned up was the easy part, I think. It is, again, a very small space, and so we did hit it with the Cody special. We opened this bad boy up. The demo is probably my favorite part of this game. I don't know, just something satisfying about destroying walls in this game. The least favorite part, I would say, is probably mowing the lawn, because it takes forever. I mean, this lot didn't because it is a smaller lot, but most of the half hour we spent here so far was mowing the lawn. It took a good, I want to say 20 minutes just to do that. I know some people prefer to have a cam that I use set up, set my face as for doing these. Others prefer to have this for just so let me know what you prefer. I'm kind of on the fence as to both. I like doing this and just having you guys see more gameplay versus my face. If you do prefer to see my face, you can always watch us when we stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, usually. Sometimes there are some things that cause us to not be able to stream. There's a skill there doing this now. You know, everyday life sometimes causes us not to be able to stream, and that's okay. Digress. Do what we can. And by we, I mean myself. I do what I can to get this content out to you guys. You know, sometimes we'll miss a day streaming, and that's okay. You know, stuff at home is more important than streaming. That stuff's gotta get done. So, if this is streaming, you guys watch it. I understand. I'll try to get, and I'll try to make up a day when I can. Sometimes, I do work Monday through Friday as well, so I try to do what I can for you guys, so I'll have more of the streams out to you as well. But let's not talk about streams, let's talk about this content. I feel like you guys enjoy these house flipper videos. I enjoy making them for you. If there's anything you'd like to see as maybe a suggestion for the videos, let me know. I am open to doing different things on these videos. If there's something that you guys would want to see done in a house where we do it differently than my own style, or if you just prefer me going at it my way, that's okay too. I know this one I did a little differently. As you can tell by the layout, we're going to go with more of like a studio style. And I wound up getting rid of some of these radiators because we don't need it with this open style concept. Honestly, to be fair, I feel like in a place this size, we probably don't need 3 radiators. So this was us doing the upgrade. We upgraded our hammer for the next time we do some demo. Got a yellow handle now. Guess that makes a big difference in the game. And then here, I wanted to do something completely different than what we've done. Usually in these flips, I use hardwood. This time I decided to go with carpet to see what it looked like. I wasn't a huge fan at first, but I went with it anyways. I think it's good to do different things than what we always do. So I was trying to figure out what those shadows were in the carpet. That's why you saw me stare at it for a second. Because I'm like, is there something wrong with this? Is it a glitch? Yeah, we went with our typical colors here, blue and gray. If you don't know by the name of my channel, blue is one of my favorite colors, as well as orange, which I don't think is surprising either based on the color palettes I've used for my logos, for my banners on this channel. So that's why it tends to show up in these flips a lot, is I just love the color blue. I had considered doing an all blue bathroom, so be glad that we didn't. It was in my head, for sure. We broke it up with some gray. I know, again, very typical. But gray is a very nice neutral color. And honestly, with this headlamp on, I thought it looked pretty bad. So I shut it off, and we came back and finished up the tiling of this room. I had considered using the shower we always use, but I figured we would try something different. We went with the mountable shower, which is more of a square. It kind of fits the space, but at the same time, it kind of doesn't. I don't know. I thought it was weird that we had to put legs on it. I was like, what? I'm putting legs on this thing? And honestly, I think the end, when it's finished, it looks really nice. But this thing had a lot of parts to put together just to get a shower put in, which was unusual, in my opinion. At least from what we've done in the game so far. Different hinges. It's like, dang, this thing is taking forever. And then we're done. And yes, that is the AOL aim sound. At least that's what I always think of when I open the doors in this game. Hopefully that's what you guys start to think of too. I had thought this space was for the sink, so I was going to get this little one. With the gray wood, I think it fit the overall look that we had. And then I was like, oh, that's for the toilet. So I feel like I've been talking your ear off to this point. And if that's the case, I'm sure it might be a little different than most of our other videos where I'm a little quiet because I'm doing this in the moment. So this time you get to hear me talk, and that'll be a little different. Let me know what you guys prefer, if you do prefer this post commentary or if you prefer it as I'm doing it. I think both are very good options. Definitely wish I did have my headset recording audio instead of muted. Just easier. Cleaning the windows is so easy in this game now. Love it. Like, unusually easy to clean these windows. Wish it was like that in real life. This is one of my favorite mirrors. I know I use it so much. That's just because I like it. I like that it's got a light built into it. And then I know this part is definitely going to bother some people. But you'll have to deal with it. Because it wasn't my favorite thing to do either, but there just was not enough light in some of these rooms. So I added to it, but wound up using lights that looked different than the ones that were already up there. Tried to line them up as best as I could, but even to me this looks a little off. But definitely brightened the space a lot. And I tried to get this lined up also. And when I had it, I went to hit it, and it's like, you're too far away. You need to move closer. So, we did our best. And then I found the shadows, guys. This is what was making those weird gray shadows in the carpet earlier that I thought was maybe a glitch. It was the stuff that fell off the wall when we tore it down. So, at this point, I had decided I was going to use a different door than the ones we normally use, which are the white ones. I don't know, just to kind of make it a little more different than everything else we've already done. We went with this door, and I think it looks good. I love the nature sounds in this game, even though they can be repetitive. I think it just sounds really relaxing. Like, you hear all the different birds, you get a woodpecker every once in a while. This is a very fun game that can get addicting. It's very much like Farming Simulator, where you start playing and it just sucks you in. It's so fun. Oop, too far. I think I went in a little too far too, but that's okay. It's still a way better back door than what was there, and again, you do see some of the grass glitching through the fence. One of those window cleaners, if they work that way. That is so cool. I don't know how you could see that any other way than just being so cool. I doubt it's real, but I wish it was. And so for the front door, I debated a few things, and I didn't want to go with this one just because it says it's a Christmas door, but it doesn't look that Christmassy. Like, it looks like a really nice front door. And so I went with it. And then the future homeowner can even have a dog if they want to. And this was, again, me wanting to do different than what we've done before. I really like this when we used it in the basement on a stream that I did over on Twitch. And so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go for it. This is going to be what the house is going to look like. It's more of like a shiplap looking thing, in my opinion. And those that watch HGTV know what shiplap is. If not, Google it, and you'll know. But I think it looks really good. I think it really made this place look excellent and different than what we've done in the past on these episodes. Because usually we just do paint or tile, and I just think this gave it a very, very different look. Now, I'm not gonna, just start using this in every episode. It might be more of like an accent wall at times, because I do really like it. But definitely one of my favorite different things we did in this episode was using this stuff. This wall tile. It took a lot more tiles than I thought it was going to. I think it's mainly because the windows, these little areas that you have to hit, are such a pain. And so I knew I needed to buy more if we were going to finish this whole room. And I think in this game, I would prefer to buy more than what we need than to not have enough. Because it's just, sometimes it's a pain just to have to go back into the tablet to buy one more pack. So I'd rather have to sell one more pack than to have to go buy one more pack, if that makes sense. So we're getting pretty close here. To me, talking to you guys for about 20 minutes straight, hopefully not too annoying. And hopefully this is maybe taken better than my other stuff. If you guys really enjoy this, let me know. It is an option that we have. And I'm completely open to, again, trying different things to see what you guys enjoy more in these videos. You know, again, the main thing for me is, do you guys prefer to have the webcam on when I'm making these videos? Or do you prefer to see more of the screen as I make these videos? Either way works for me. I know some people prefer to have the cam up because you can see the reactions as these things happen. Or the moments where I get stuck because the radiator is on the wall and doesn't want to move. Or doesn't want to let me paint in that area. So, either way, I'm completely open. And so, I finished up the paneling and we skipped ahead a little bit. This might get repetitive. I'm going to try to say it a little different than what we've done. You see we have some stuff outside. We put in a pool, some nice chairs, added a nice koi pond, and did some landscaping. I think for me the inside came out really great. We put in that fold-up bed and these nice chairs, and just honestly really happy with how this came out. Kitchen I think looks amazing and different. So let me know what you guys think on this recording, and we should be getting back to my normal recording here in just a few seconds, guys. So there you go, guys. We did a lot of upgrades to that house. We put in a fence outside, koi pond, a pool, some lovely chairs, and we made 70 grand from selling it. Hopefully you guys liked the way that one turned out. Let me know in the comments what you think. And let's also pick the next house we're going to do. Just only a garden. Ugh, that would be so bad. This one is both. Needs a lot of work. We have 316,000. And I think for me, I want to put it into this one, the uninhabited house. We can already tell it's going to be a lot of work, but I think that's going to be our next step. So we're going to stay here at the office for now. When we do the next episode, guys, we're going to flip the uninhabited house, and hopefully you guys enjoy these. From myself, Cody, aka Codeman Blue Gaming, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.